name's Eric, also known as Wallaboon Game, and on this too, I'm named Kneckebrud. This is a bit of my leveling guide, well, a start to my leveling guide, 1 to 60. I'm leveling the Warlock here, went over to Razor Hill and got the looms. I'm only using a 3 loom set, which is chest, shoulder, and weapon. You can follow this guide without looms, but just pay attention that you might need to do some extra quests. I pick up the Vanquisher, the Betrayer's quest. Is basically you need to go in and kill a lot of these sailors, and then you kill Lieutenant Benedict. Benedict also drops a key, which you can go out to the balcony and get another quest. That way you get 2 quests, and it'll get you roughly to level 10. And as a Warlock, I needed to do my Voidwalker quest line. For other people, you can kind of skip this part and just go straight to Silverpine Forest. How you get to level 10 varies on where you start and how you want to do it. You can grind to level 10 on a high rate server like this one, but it's really up to you how you want to get to level 10. I normally just grind to level 6 and then do those 2 quests, and that works for me. So anyway, had some issues here. I haven't played Warlock before, so I needed to know, kind of realize how you quest with it and level with it. Altogether, it's fairly difficult for me. But yeah, I got the quest item here. And that's about it. Ended up with 2 quests, Burning Shadow one as well. I was just looking for Portal to Dalaran. I want to set my Hearthstone there. That's gonna help me later on. For those who don't know, we're playing on the server Warmane. It's a high rate server, but it's fun. I had to wait some time here and the server crashed. As you guys can see, I'm just constantly doing stuff. Server crashed, but I'm back. Moving to Silverpine Forest. Ended up just rendering some trash. I actually died here. I was watching a movie or something and I forgot that I was walking and I ended up dying. Like that. Oh well. I took the 4-minute rest sickness because it's quicker than walking. Because, I ended up pretty much done with the rest sickness by the time I needed to kill stuff. Had a 1-minute break. Went to get some food and stuff. But yeah, pick up all the quests you can in the Sepulture. You're not going to do them all, but you're going to do quite a few of them. I tend to head north, do the Dreadfields one, and then kill the bears. Move over to the mine and kill some spiders. That's going to give you quite a bit of levels. Had some issues with the Sons of Aragal, the elites walking around here. If you are questing this area, so just not meddling with those, they will kill you. But that's done. I was waiting for my Hearthstone, which I don't quite know why, and ended up just grinding a bit. I was done with quests, as you guys can see. Right now I'm just grinding. This is just a waste of my time, but oh well. I think I was chatting in the guild as well. I decided to head up towards the farm here. It grabbed the escort quest as well. You escort this guy for 20 feet, or 20 meters. It's also good to do that while you're getting the wolf meat for a different quest that you have picked up in Sepulture. You're just going to turn in all the quests that you've done, pick up any new quests, and then figure out which one you need to do. If you're a bit lower level than me, you can do some more quests here, but if not, just turn in the boat. That's about it. You head further south. You want to pick up the Dalaran Crate. And that's pretty much it. The Dalaran Crate is a nice one. It gives you quite a lot of experience. Again, just turn in the quests you've done. And that's about it. We're gonna head a bit south here. The reason for this is we just wanted to level, and I needed to find people that was actually level what is it, 14 or higher to get experience. So I had to go a bit south. Found them. That's good. Now we're moving on, going back, learning some spells, learning the mount, which is going to be practically useful. A bit of a side note, it's nice to get the mount before you hit Hillsbrad Foothills. It's a bit of a run. Having the mount definitely helps a bit. Anyway, Hearthstone back to Dalaran here. Go back to Silverpine, turn in some quests that you've already done in Silverpine. I tend to pick up the new ones, just because why not? I just disband them later. Made a macro to destroy soul shards because that's useful. That one didn't actually work. I fixed it later, but I suggest getting one of those macros if you ever leveling a Warlock. Same rule as Sepulture. This is a common theme throughout this entire guide, is pick up all the quests you can. If you're just doing one quest, you're wasting time. You want to do more at a time. At least before you go back and turn them in. Anyway, first quest is fairly simple, just to kill wolves and bears. Now, I kind of break my rule here, because I know that, we'll pause it here. I know that as a cloth wearer, there are certain areas here you're going to struggle. On the western part, with all the humanoids, you're going to struggle because they run away and they tag more mobs for you. And the Durnhole Keep is the same principle, you don't kill them as quick. And you can risk just pulling a lot of extra mobs, therefore being a few levels higher than the mobs really do help and make a difference. But yeah, let's move on. As you guys can see, I've turned in the first Vile quest. I'm now on the second one. Killing the mountain lions here for the blood. We are getting that quickly done. And yeah, you turn that in, and then we start doing some more ones in the chain here. Decided to grind for an extra level before venturing in. As you guys can see here, it's just, you know, start to kill people. I ended up grouping with a couple of people, and I grouped with them for a while. Basically just killing all the farmers, doing all the objectives here. I don't really need to explain these quests in depth, because you got quest upper in Wrath of the Lich King, so it shouldn't be an issue. Wandering into the I don't know what you want to call this, town hall here, killing the bosses. Going down and venturing into the mine to kill the we had a bit of a fun little thing here, because, you know, we were dying a bit. Killing the miner. Again, you can see here how we struggle with the amount of mobs that gets pulled just because you can't kill them quick enough. So extra levels help, being in a party. If there's someone nearby, if you have a friend, have them help you, just makes everything a bit easier. Leveling up. We are leveling up quickly and quickly. I will be adding up in the top left corner, there's a level counter. You can follow that and you can see what level we're at. Because it goes so quickly that sometimes you even miss that level, but it'll be up there. Doing the Durnhole quest, rescue, and also killing the rogues. Going down here to get the Humbler sword. And then clearing the field. Bit funny here, I just pull everything with my Voidwalker, then get the mushrooms and run back to turn in quests. So yeah, at this point you can see I hit 30. Again, there's some more quests now showing up. We're just going to grab what we can and try and find a somewhat good route to do them. I decided that I wanted to give the peasant quest a try, but as you guys can see here, we had an issue of just lots of people being tagged and the combat just never ending. I don't like that kind of uncontrolled leveling, so I went up north to do the stone tokens quest, as well as the blood what are they called, bloodstones. I had some struggles here because this is actually an orange quest for me. I'm technically underleveled for this quest, but thought I'd do it anyway. As you guys can see, we're making absolutely great progress. Just pulling things out, being a bit smart with how you do this, running back, de-aggroing, healing up, going back in, you know, dealing with all the ads, and then being polymorphed apparently. Alright, that's looking good. We died once, it happens, not much you can do about it, just run back. Soulstone helps, but I sometimes had a bad timing where it runs out just in the fight or something like that. I didn't have one available, all that. Turned in some quests. I ended up skipping some quests in Hillsbrad Foothills. I normally don't, but I did because I just wanted to go to Dustwallow Marsh. Spoiler alert, that's where we're going next. Met a nice level 80 here that decided to help me. First he joined my party and just kill everything. After that we ended up mob tagging, so I'm tagging mobs and he's just killing me, helping me with the quest. Thank you to that guy, nice guy. Had a few of these during my level up where I just met either people that was my level or 80s that would just help out with quests. I like that social interaction, so absolutely a fantastic server to play on. Turning in quests, we're 35. We're done with Hillsbrad Foothills. Time to head to Dustwallow Marsh. Oh man, this flying is making me sick. Oh yeah, we had an extra quest. Alright, we'll turn that in. Elixir of Agony. I was just searching for some extra stuff. I had some extra gold for my main. I ended up buying one pair of pants just for the extra stat increase. That's roughly it. Went around, learned everything I could learn, and onwards to Dustwallow Marsh. That was the end of actually level. I did 1 to 20 in one session and 1 to 30 and 20 to 35 in one, and then I went for a workout, and then from here on out, from 1 to 60 is or 1 to outlet, basically Azeroth, vanilla, whatever you want to call it, is in one section, one session. But yeah, as you guys can see, we're just kind of picking up flight boats, talking to chat, and there we go, picking up some quests here. Almost died to a mage. I don't like Alliance placers. Same as any place we've been so far. Pick up every quest you can see. The first quest we do is to clear the tower here. It's called Twilight of the Dawn Runner. You're gonna rescue the girl that sat in this tower, as well as go to the top of it and loot a crate, like such. Yeah, it's a fairly simple quest. I just jumped down afterwards, and there we go. I ended up dying here. I ended up logging my hunter, not my hunter, my rogue, just to have him close by in case I would need to deal with pesky alliances. I normally don't do this if it's just one thing, but if they gank, I like to have them nearby. I know Dustwallow and Tanaris is where things starts to go pretty wrong when it comes to ganking. Anyway, seems like that person's gone back on the lock, and time to carry on. Getting the legs from the marsh frogs around here, as well as getting the information from the ghosts around here. As you guys can see, I'm leveling. By the way, I'm leveling as Affliction here. If anyone's wondering, I'm leveling Affliction up to level 50, switching over to Demonology due to the Felguard. All right, those two quests done. Turn them in. Do Witchbane. Do the Murloc quest that we grabbed from the Ogre all the way north in Dustwallow Marsh. Fairly easy quest. Make sure you don't pull the largest packs because they deal a lot of damage. You'll just die unnecessary. Pick up the rest of the Witchbanes. They're flowers on the sides of the river. Had a bit of a AFK time here, and then head north. Oh, by the way, the Ogre's in the west, not the north. My bad. Doing some spider killing here. A guy invited me. I declined because it's a looting quest, as well as kills give less experience if you do that. But you can always group if you want to. I just didn't see a need in this one. Getting a lot of these legs. We need 20 of them. Yeah, that's those quests done. Now we start with a quest that takes the most amount of time in this place, and that's the Thermor Infiltrators, because they're stealthed. We have a friend here that joined and was on the same quest. Just a lot of running about trying to find the Thermor Infiltrators, not really doing too much. Anyway, we head off. I find the last one, kill that. That's all the quests done. Turn them all in. We are level 40 now. Absolutely fantastic. Speeding through this. Doing just a cleansing quest right there. Killing the Racer Murloc. And back we go. I almost did a bad because I wanted to train spells, and I almost took the flight path back again. New spells in order. I forgot to pick up my mount. Bit of a rookie mistake. Could have saved some time. But at the end of the day, not a major thing. Time to do some more quests, as we'll know. Just turn in that for some XP. I was heading south anyways, why not? Killing all these. Be careful in this cave. The scouts deal an AO damage, and as you can see, my Voidwalker almost dies pretty much the entirety of this cave fight. Just remember the health funnel. If you're a tanky character or a melee, just be aware of that. I think you can kick them, so if you're a rogue or have a stun or something, you can stun them so they don't do the AO damage. Other than that, just kill them. You want to kill the entire cave here because you need both the Scarbane, the Ash Tails, and the Scouts. Remember to loot the chest in the deepest part of the cave for the quest Overlord Mork's Concern. Just grabbing all of that. You can find that in the quest log. Killing the Whelplings for the quest identifying the Brood, Searing Tongue, and Searing Hearts. There's quite a high drop chance on these compared to vanilla, so you know you'll be done with it fairly quickly. One seemed to drop a bit more than the other, but it kind of sold itself out fine. Turning in some more quests, grabbing some more quests. Some of the quests we did there was originally from that place. We just had to go back and turn them in. Killing 5 raptors as well as the large raptors. That's 2 quests. That's including 1 wanted quest, which gives high experience rate. We're putting these guys to rest. You simply just right click the bones, they spawn, you kill them. so on and so forth. Then you move towards just continue doing that. Now we need to destroy some eggs. We go down here and just the eggs are in the trees. You just kill the people around them, go in and destroy the eggs. Wormtail is a plant that's all around. You just loot it, turn in quests, bang bang. We are high level. Doing the Onyxia Banner quest is one of the last ones we do. Getting towards the end of this zone. Going into the cave again, we're looting the banner. Yeah, that is that. We've got one more quest here. I didn't really, or I forgot that guy attacked you, so I wasn't thinking correctly. But during the fight, easy. Back to Tanaris, or back to Orgrimmar, learn spells, get my epic mount. Should have bought a wolf, because the horse looks kind of ugly on a warlock. Ended up giving me some money because I couldn't afford the mount, and also just for reasons. Heading to Tanaris next. We'll take a bit of a break here because, you know, why not? So we've just entered Tanaris, and Tanaris is going to be a zone where you're going to encounter a lot of PvP. The trick is to play during the nighttime, because then there's the least amount of players online. That's how I liked it anyways. But, you know, I'm over leveled for this zone now. I think it was 48. I'm pretty sure I'm 48 during the zone. That helps. So just grab all the quests as per usual. I had some issues here where some quest givers were dead, so I ended up not doing too many quests. Picked up all the pirates quests and headed down south to get the pirates done. There was a party including a level 80 just going around killing things here. Joined them, so this went a lot quicker than it normally does, but XP is slightly reduced because you're in a party. Ended up doing some PvPing, and then yeah, that's about it. We just kind of finished up this. They started to wander off somewhere I really didn't need up on this boat, so I kind of just wandered away from them and finished up my quest. I decided to leave the party as well right about now, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I was lucky Caliph, the wanted quest, spawned as I was walking over. That was fun. Yeah, just turning in and picking up pretty much everything. Now I'm going to do my southern route. First thing you need to do is fill that vial with water. Turn that quest in because you're going to get a follow-up quest that you want to do. That's when you start the way forward or down. You kill some of these wasps, they'll give you parts. You need 5 of them. They're insta drop, so as long as you kill 5 of them, you're going to get them. Heading further south, we're at the Thistle, what's it called? Thistle Valley or something like that. Just kill what the quest tells you to kill. I don't want to go more in depth here. This is vanilla. If you want a more in-depth zone breakdown, let me know in the comments below, and I'll do a zone breakdown video. But for now, this is just a rough leveling route, as well as some tips I've picked up here and there. So yeah, another group here. Nice level 80, helped us a bit. Killed that guy. I got kicked from the group. I don't know why. I think they were done. That was fine. Ended up killing a rare. Got like a blue drop and some nice experience. Ended up finishing up that quest, and that is more or less Tanaris done, if I recall correctly. I got dismounted by the fireworks. I had to kill it. Here you see the pesky 80s. Nothing you can do about them. Just kind of deal with it. You're 40, or I'm not sure what level I was here. I was like 50, 51. So you know, you can't really do too much about them. Anyway, that's Tanaris done. And Ungoro next. One of my favorite zones to level in. Not too much PvP. The PvP that tends to be there tends to be a fair PvP where it's level versus level, not 80s. Ended up just first I do the gland quest or the skin quest from the dead dinosaur, then going north, getting the gorilla fur. Pick out all the quests in the northern part of that map or northern part of that zone. Because why not? That way you know which way you're gonna go and you get better paths. Ended up finishing up this quest line. So now we just need to go up for the bait. Do that. Go up north. I needed to log. I don't know why I was doing something. I think I was giving Hillary some money. Go through this cave. I encountered some problems here. I ended up dying. I used my soul stun. Ended up dying again. Because the spawns are really close. It's just about taking it slow. I just revived myself, or got back to life, and you know, took it easy. That way it worked. We kill the boss here on Shaw, whatever the name was. Get his skin, run all the way back. At this point, you're getting really far into the zone, and Outland is just around the corner. At this point, you can pretty much choose which quest you want to do. I want to get the part in here. You need to kill one of these guys to get that part. You also need to go into the hive. I did a bit of a messy run here, but get into the hive. Get a wall sample, and then it's dinosaur time. You're going to kill 8 of these, as well as 10 of the flyers. That's 2 quests done. And then during this zone, I've also done the quest where you pick up the research equipment. You can see them on the map when you pick up the quests. All these quests are done up in the northern part, or can be done up in the northern part of the map. You don't necessarily need to do it where I'm doing them. It just kind of follows my leveling route, so I don't mind it. Turning in quests, as you guys see, level 58. We are done. We are heading to Outland. Azeroth is done. That being said, though, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. If you need a specific zone breakdown, let me know in the comments below. Outland is pretty much a skip on my leveling route. I will show it in a full time lapse, but it's more or less a skip. Northrend will be slightly slower and will be not sped up as much because people probably want to see what I do in Northern, because that is where you spend the most amount of your time leveling. People always ask me, when are you halfway to 80? I'd say 67, 68. That's around when you're halfway. When you reach Northern, you're on your way to get to 80, but you're only halfway there. But don't be discouraged. Northern is a fantastic zone to level in. We'll get to that later. Alright, so we're just kind of finishing up here, getting our talents and new spells as we race off to Outland, going through the Dark Pool. Now, normally I do this a bit differently. You're going to see me grind a spot here for some implings that they've kind of... Warmane hasn't fixed them, so they're still increased experience, so you can grind them really quick. I have a feeling eventually this will get patched, so I didn't do it for the full... I normally do that until I'm 65. I only did it until I'm 61, and then I ended up, you know, going to wherever I went next. I do tend to log my rogue more often during Outland and during Northrend, primarily just to have an 80 that is, you know, watching out for me, and can just, you know, end up ganking and telling the others to not do that. As you see here, I ended up killing that guy, but I died myself. I was hoping that was enough to discourage him. Not really sure what happened. I think he went away for a bit and then came back. Actually, no, never mind. I don't know what happened. I can't remember this. But we still do the grinding. I decided to do the quest. Now, as you can see, we're closing up to 61. We're more or less going to ding 61 before we end up turning in this quest, and then we're done with this grinding. Again, you can do that grind until 65 instead of doing quests. It works just as fast, or even faster, and it's more relaxing, but you do have that chance, or that risk of just getting absolutely camped by Alliance players. Onwards to the bombing missions. First you do the 2 portals, then you do the large one out here. I screwed up and had to go a second trip. Oh well. Get that done. We're still just doing some stuff around here, picking up everything we need, as well as the bone shear blood. I've really had a lot of fun with the luck at this point. It seemed like the luck would get a lot stronger from like 60 to 75, which was really cool, and then the Felguard kind of started to get a bit weaker when you got really close to level 80. It's still strong. It still has large damage, but it just doesn't hold aggro that well. Anyway, doing the quest chain here where you're gonna free some people. First you need to find some parts, then free some people, then you're gonna get this Felguard to get you a key. Oh, you didn't get a key. I don't remember what you got from it. And then you, anyhow, after that you go through here. You're gonna go all the way to the L and kill the boss. I killed the boss and ended up just killing a bit more mobs because I forgot that I killed the boss. But you know. Hellfire is one of those places I tend to stay until I'm like 66, 67, where I'm overly over-leveled for the zone. As you can see, we're 64, I'm already green. When you're 67, the eastern mobs are going to be grey for you, so you want to be at the left-hand area. I just got up there and the boss got killed. I don't think I... Yeah, I think I finished that quest. Just waited a bit. Decided to do a different quest. Meanwhile, breaking my own rule again, doing only one quest. But went back here, killed that boss, finished that quest. So eventually, you know, we got 2 quests anyway. Picked up the new ones. Going for this one, I tried to 1v1 this. I screwed up. I fell down. I died. It was sad. Ran back fairly quickly. And then... whilst waiting and getting ready, found a bit of a ret paladin here, and managed to kill the boss. Happy with that. Moving onwards, we are going into Falcon Watch. We're going to be grabbing pretty much all the quests here. We're going to do the first one, which is the cave quest right here. That guy was lucky. I think the boss was on 2% HP when he invited me, and I managed to click it before he died. And as you guys can see, we're doing fantastic, killing the whelps. Getting both those quests done. We're now 66. Doing the torch quest, which is a fairly quick and easy quest to do. Wanted to do the quests here, but apparently there are some pesky alliances. I managed to kill one of them once and then try to kill him again. He got healed by his mate. So I decided to leave that to it. Asked my friend whether or not he could help me out with some quests, and he wanted to help me out with this one. You can solo this as a warlock, I found out. It's tricky, but you can solo it as a warlock. Or just get your friends to help you. Onward next, we're going to go to the Nagrand Ring of Blood. Wasted a lot of time here because there's a lot of alliance players. I think it would have been just as quick as just leveling. But I wanted to do the chain. It's needed for an achievement later on, as well as if you don't have heirlooms, it gives a really nice weapon drop. Back to my rogue, trying to screw them over. We ended up just killing them, and eventually they started leaving. Which is, you know, absolutely fantastic. So yeah, after we killed them a few times and killed their boss, they buggered off. I could log my priest again, and we could get back to it. There we go, hitting 67. It was a nice run. I liked it. And yeah, Ring of Blood is fairly quickly. We had to wait for a bit until that guy, the main boss, spawned, killed him. 68 Northern time. Most people go Borean Tundra. Some people go Howling Fjord. In my humble opinion, Borean Tundra is a lot better. But it's a lot more PvP oriented. So you can risk ending up like Hellfire, where you have to PvP a lot. And that did happen. We'll get to that later on. Sent the cold weather flying so that I could fly. If you don't have a previous 80, you just gotta run around. You don't really lose anything by not having flying. It just goes quicker. But let's be honest, this is a 25 times video. You're not gonna be able to stay, keep up anyway. Might as well use the flying math. This quest is a bit, well, not bugged, but the drop rate is a bit low. Where you're gonna free the prisoners. You gotta kill a lot of those webs. But eventually, we got them. Got one more Nerubian to kill. There we go. Turn in all those 3. We're 69, making good progress. Destroying these eggs, using Hellfire and my pet as helpers. And here we started to encounter some more alliance players. Met some nice people here. Invited some of them to the guild. They ended up joining the guild, which is fantastic. Doing the escort quest here. It's a nice little escort quest. And then, yeah, we just, this quest is fairly silly because, you end up, what's it called? You end up running out of people to kill. So just do half the mission, do the other quest you have around the area, go back and finish up the quest. That's the easiest way I found. So yeah, you just go back, get the last, 35 kills or so. And then turn-in time, 71. Alright, we're getting there, It's only 9 more levels. I was a bit AFK there, as you may have seen. Yeah, we finished the scouting mission just first, because it's nice to just have that out of the way. Gotta kill 10 of those swines and get 5 keys from the necromancers. Just simply loot them. You see the cages standing around, that's the ones you want to open. And yeah, they're pretty nice. I wanted to let's pause here. I'll let you know when I pause. Okay, we'll pause right about here. All right, so pausing at 71 there, which is it's really nice. there's a quest we're gonna do soon, where you end up writing sick kodos, and you're gonna bring them back. That is slightly bugged on the server. A good tip for you is as follows: try and find where you don't have to zone. And by that I mean you want to take them when they're in Borean Tundra, and you don't want to go within the farm area or within the field area. You just want to bring them within Borean Tundra up to the turning place, and you want to go pretty much from the bottom and straight up, not from the sides. You can see how I do it. I'd suggest doing it that way. It is slightly bugged, but we'll get to it. We'll resume flying. Yeah, we'll resume flying now. And yeah, it's a really nice nice little thing here. I ended up going over here because the guy SDF Knas was being killed by alliance players, and he's in our guild as well. So yeah, as you guys can see here, I take the kodos. I relog to kill the alliance players again. Take the kodo. I go from the bottom and up. It's a bit tricky to see, but it's from the bottom and up, and that's kind of important to do. Kill the alliance players again. Logged off. Back on the horde players. There we are. It's a fairly easy quest, but it's bugged, so it's a bit annoying. This one is just stand still. I decided to have some fun here and rain of fire because I have the souls down. Normally I would suggest just not doing anything. You don't need to. Right, those quests are done. We're going to deliver the Desota. And we're going to stay in Borean Tundra for a while, so you don't need to rush through that sign. I found it rather enjoyable to level in, and it's where I do the majority of my northern leveling. So, you know, if you're like me, this is a great zone for you. Just checking through my spells. I'm still not familiar with the Warlock. I never played it before. I say I never played it before. I think I had an 80 Warlock, but I didn't play it that much. But here we go, going down, killing the leader there for the head, and just continuing up, barely surviving that, drinking up, soul stunning, and everything again. Heading over to the keep to sell and also buy some drink. Getting the finished quest, we're not going to do that quite yet. We're going to do that later. We're going into this little area. It's a bit north of the original quest place in Warsong Hold. Just go a bit north, you'll find it. It's like a ravine kind of thing. It's quite easy to see. Lots of good quests here. A lot of alliance action. Decided to just do this. Fun fact, the alliance players didn't kill me. They killed another horde and I got pissed, so I decided to log it. But I realized later I could kill all of them with my warlock. So you see me killing a shaman a couple of times. Actually disrupting him from taking a quest that we needed to do afterwards. And we got it for that. So yeah, here we start killing the shaman. We go back. We take the quests. And we kill the mob. I got sapped, but didn't get opened on. It was weird. Kill the shaman again. And kill the druid, because why not? The shaman was still in the area, but at this point I kind of started to leave him alone. Moving over to the ridge. You do the first quest and you do the seismic one. This is where PvP really hit me and slowed down my run a bit. But my total playtime wasn't that high because I ended up relogging. Ended up dying here because there was like 5 or 6 alliance. I died multiple times. There was like 5 or 6 alliance players, and I tried to kill the paladin, but the idiots tried to defend him. So I killed all of them, but the paladin survived because he was prot pally. But it was more or less done at this point, and you know, just doing this, logging again, killing that guy because I saw he was alone. He moved away. Trying to kill him, and there we go. He's dead. Relogging back to this guy. Eventually, I start getting some angry, really angry messages from a guy, which was one of the DKs I ended up killing. I'm just going to point out for clarity's sake that the paladin was the one that started it all, killing me while I quested on my luck, and therefore I just decided to, you know, take a good 40-50 minutes to just continuously gank 2 people because I don't like them. If you're a dick to me, I'm going to be a dick to you. That is the way of life. Over towards the Nexus area. I don't remember what this is actually called, but the Nexus area, because enough people know where that is. You know, we're just picking up everything and doing all the quests. I mean, this isn't rocket science. This isn't... There's nothing, like, spectacular I'm actually doing. This is a matter of, like, you know, go. I'm basically showing you where I go to level. And if there is quests you are wondering about, you can either leave it in the comment below, or you can contact me in game and ask me that. Again, my in-game name is Valabu. I'm in the guild Blazing Legion. If you want help, it's a good guild. Well, I mean, I'm a bit biased considering I'm the GM, but it's a nice guild. People do help each other out. If you're just starting on the server, highly recommend it. Anyhow, just continuing with all the things. Now we got to the end of this little chain here after killing the serpents. There we go, we're done. There's one more quest here that's bugged, and I tried to fix it, but it didn't want to work. You need to catch hatchlings, which are smaller drakes, but none of them wanted to appear, so I just decided that this was a waste of my time and decided not to do it. I'm 75. That was what I was aiming for prior to leaving Borean Tundra. That rogue was annoying me, but I decided not to log because there wasn't any point. I was leaving anyway. Might as well just, you know, leave with my head held high and ignore him. But yeah, we're almost level 76, and we're heading over to Dragonblight. I normally just go straight to Venom Spite, which is in the eastern region of Dragonblight, but decided that let's try to do these 3-man quests just so I can get level 76, so I can go back and train. Went back, trained, logged out, reset my character in Warmane, and then went back to Dragonblight. Flew all the way to the east. You can see Venom Spite here. Grab all the quests. All of these quests are done in the same spot except for 2 of them. One of them you're just going to completely ignore. It's the one with the siege bombs. Yeah, siege smith bombs. It's called Stealing from the Siege Smiths. You're going to ignore that completely. It's not a quest you really need to do. If you need, you know, a bar until you're 78 or something like that, sure, it's a good filler quest. But I find it to be a waste of time. If you don't have a flying mount, it's a quest that can take really long time because it's one of those places with a lot of dense mobs and you tend to just overpull a lot. But hey, if you need the extra XP, it might be a good place. Doing all the quests here. And at this point, I still had some quests to complete, but I was waiting on respawns on items and on mobs. Decided that I'm going to do the Forgotten Treasure quest. It's just a bit further to the east, down in the docks. That's a really quick quest to do. Ended up, here you can see me looting the plants. You need 3 of them. One in the armory, one in the abbey, and one in the, or on the beach. And waiting for the last of the prisoners to kill, and we are done. And last plant as well. It's all good. We're gonna steal some horses because that's what we do as Horde. We got 2 and we got 3, and it's handing time. So we started at 76. We're gonna get to 77. I'm gonna torture the craft here and do this quest. I normally do these quests after, but decided to do them before now because everything was up. Bit of a tricky place here. You can overpull a bit. Anyhow, we're starting a new quest chain behind the abbey. You can see me taking and leaving quests there, getting the image, going back, going in here, ringing the bell, talking to the, yeah, there you go, ringing the bell, talking to the bishop, killing the bishop. I had to, it was a bit glitched, so I had to go back, get a new costume. He kills himself eventually, and there we go. Going back in, we're going to steal a diary here. But yeah, I mean, these are nice quests. This is a bit of a bugged quest. The announcement quest is a bit bugged. Asked my friend Disco for a bit of a leash through the heavy mission here where we kill the general. It's a 3-man quest, or you can 2-man it if you have a friend that's a tank. And there we go, 78. Last 2 levels. First off, we're going to train some more spells. Log off and reset again. Last 2 quests, or last 2 levels, we're doing Icecrown, setting us up for 2 rep farms. The rep farms are going to be Blade and Arjun Vanguard. We're going to start with Arjun Vanguard. If you don't reach 80 by the time you're done with Arjun Vanguard, then you can do Blade. Or Hole, I think it's called. But yeah, there we go. So, there was some nice alliance people here. There was quite a few. There was like 6 alliance players here and me. They left me alone, for the most part. That being said, that guy did apologize. He didn't mean to kill me. He charged the wrong guy. He wanted to charge the mob, but the mob was dead. Not really that much of an issue. They left me alone, which I'm happy for, so thank you to them. They realized that I was just out for leveling. I didn't want to PvP. You know, if it was an equal level opponent, I wouldn't mind. An 80 high geared warrior kind of defeats the purpose because there's no challenge in it. Going over to Crystallized Forest, doing those 2 quests. These are really fun quests to do. I really like this zone. It's a shame that there's not more quests in it. The most amount of quests you do in this is brought from other places, but it's a really nice zone. And I highly recommend doing these 2 quests. They're quite fun. Heading back in a way, that's going to probably push us to 79. Yeah, only 1 level to go. Going to do these 3 quests right here. We're going to kill a certain amount of mobs, and we're going to set them free, the spirits. What's the 3rd quest? Oh no, there's only 2. What? I thought it was 3. I think one of one of them's looting. There you go. So yeah, we're doing 3 quests here. You pick them up, you just kill mobs in this general area, and you get, you know, done with that quest. These undeads are a bit annoying to kill because they heal themselves and stun you and all that stuff. You can see their health going up and down, up and down, up and down. It's really annoying. We're done. We're going to turn those in. We get the next quest, which is the end of the chain. All the bosses are dead, so therefore we leave and go to the Shadow Vault for the Ebon Knights Red Farm. Okay, we killed that guy. Ebon Blade, it's called. And then we just start doing some quests here. The first one is fairly simple, just kill everything around it. I overpulled and died. Second quest is fairly easy. You got to kill 3 bosses on either side and up top of this area, and then to wrap it all up, you kill the main dude, you fly back to the ship, and boom. 5 hours, 20 minutes, so to speak, flat. That is really nice. I really enjoy this run. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. Thank you.